Hey folks, we're here today. Would you consider this South Central Vermont?
Yeah.
My new friend Andrew here invited me out to do some metal detecting on this piece of property, which is hundreds of acres. Usually when people invite me out, they don't have any interest in coming out, whether they're not able to or they just don't metal detect. Andrew metal detects, so here we are together. He's going to show me around. We're here today to do some metal detecting around an old Stagecoach stop. Mm-hmm. It was in a history book.
Local history.
I looked at my old maps, 1869 map, and it's not on there, which means it predates that. We're not sure if it's going to be 1700s, we're not sure if it's going to be early 1800s, but hopefully we'll find out. And apparently it's right next to a modern camp, so somebody stays there during deer hunting season, and it's like right off the edge, so hopefully it's not too trash. We're going to find out, and I think we're almost there. So we arrived. The main cellar is right here, and you can see the camp also behind us. It's like right next to the cellar. And then there's a couple other features around here, another cellar and a barn. So we're gonna start at the main cellar and then work our way around and see what we can find around here. All right, well this one is a new one on me. I got a pretty nice target. I mean, this wasn't great, but and I found this teeny tiny little button. It actually has a ton of very visible writing on the back there. Can't make it out right now, but and I was like, that was incredible. This thing was so loud and a good target, and it was very deep. I don't know if you can tell here. It's at least, I don't know, 4 inches down. Recheck the hole, and look at this. There's another 2, and they're connected by string. The designs are different from each other, but they're also different from this one. And I rechecked, and there was a 4th one in there. There's 4 little teeny tiny buttons all in the same hole. Make up your own stories about how that one happened. Just some buttons held on a string for, I don't know. You let me know what you think. Alright, well I just got a little thing. I thought at first it was like a screw top to a jar, but there's no threads in there. I'm not exactly sure how old it is. I don't think it's 1700s. But there's a ton of writing on here. It says, Cleveland Superior baking powder is made of grape, cream of tartar, and is absolutely pure. I don't know what the grape means, but that's pretty cool. Container of baking powder. And in great shape, too. Usually these things rot right away. Beautiful. Looks like the baking powder's all gone. Let's keep going. Hey Andrew.
Yeah.
Come here for a second.
What you got?
I don't know yet. I'll show you. Tell me what you think.
That looks like a coin to me.
You think so?
Yeah.
I've been staring at it for a couple minutes now, and I'm on the fence whether it's a coin or a button. But there's definitely no evidence of a shank. It's a little bit concave, but it's, you know, it's kind of the right thickness for a colonial coin. And if this place is the 1700s, that would make sense. I'm going to give it a wipe with the toothbrush and see if we can get any details to pop out. You know, it is, like I said, concave, and a lot of times that'll happen if it's a button. Over time, pressing against clothes.
You would probably still see part of the shank.
You would, usually. Yeah, I don't see anything there, though. Let me give it a wipe. Alright, well, I worked on it for a while. You know, I'm looking at this thing. It looks like there's an S right here, and maybe a T following it. But, you know, it could be a button, it could be a coin. It's certainly quite bent. Mystery. We're going to keep going and see if maybe we can find an actual coin. The guy who leases the cabin just showed up. Let's go talk to him. So this is Jamie's camp. He was just going to tell us a little bit about what you know about this place.
Well, this used to be the old stage road.
Okay.
Came up over the mountain, down through the pass, down through here. The livery stables was over the other side here.
The other side, yeah.
And then this was the old inn. The fireplace was in the middle. And then it continued on, went down through.
So people probably stopped here to rest and rest their horses.
Yeah, it was a stage route.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Supposedly there's another place up above here that there was an old hermit or somebody that
Oh, no
lived on
kidding.
the same road. You know, there's a couple of holes up there that could be old foundations, but
Yeah. Yeah, we saw one walking in.
that was
like
the
an
old
barn.
sugar house.
Oh, an old sugar house.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But that was only in like the 40s, 50s.
There's a lot of history around here, that's
Yep.
for sure.
There is.
Well, hey, thank you for all the information. I appreciate that.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you.
All right, well, the camp, the main cellar's right here, and way over there is a huge barn. We'll go check out once we get bored of this area. Right up here, Andrew's in what I believe is probably another cellar, but it's a very shallow depression. Looks like there was probably stones here at one time. I'll show you what it looks like. Very shallow, just some stones around this side of it here. Not much to see, it's just a little shallow depression, but I've had a lot of luck at places like this in the past, so we're going to spend some time here before we move on. Got a spoon handle, my favorite. And it's got something on it. I'm pretty sure. I just peeked at it already. Nope, false alarm. I thought that there was some writing here, but I was mistaken. That's an old pewter spoon. It's all crumbly. That's a good sign. 1700s. Hope so. Let's keep looking, see what else we can find. Well, according to my map, which is 1869, there's no record of the Stagecoach stop, which means it predates 1869. And I just found a small cent, a coin. See that? 1872. So, what does that mean? The map does not show a dot because this place was unoccupied by 1869. So the road was still here. There must have been somebody coming through. Maybe the building was still standing. Hard to say how this got here, but it's after the Stagecoach stop had already ceased operation. I'll take it. You know, it's been a slow day today. Coin to coin. Awesome. Let's keep going, see if maybe we can find more. Geez, I didn't turn the camera off 30 seconds ago, and look, we got another one. It was a little coin spill here of Indian head pennies. Look at that. 1865, that's quite a bit older. Now, since it was dropped with a later one, obviously this wasn't dropped 1865, but that's a good sign. I'll have to check around, maybe there's some silver around here. Let's keep going. Alright, well, if there was any question that this place was the 1700s, it's a question no longer. Check it out. That is a shoe buckle fragment. 1700s for sure. Beautiful. Well, hey, that's, for me, the find of the day so far. The dates of the stuff at this place is all over the board. And, you know, I guess that makes sense. If this was a Stagecoach stop for a long period of time, you'd have shoe buckles and you'd have stuff from the late 1800s as well. This is morale boosting. We're going to keep going and see if we can find some more stuff this age. So Andrew and I haven't seen each other in like an hour or more, and we're just kind of comparing things that we found. And he got a spoon handle very similar to the one I found. Mine's more square though. And a giant, probably piece of crock, although it's got a, yeah, it's probably the upper lip of a crock.
Mm-hmm.
Horseshoe?
Horseshoe.
Little one.
Yeah.
Usually up in the mountains I find a lot of big ones because they were, you know, pulling logs and stuff, but that was a traveling one, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep going a little bit longer here. So we decided to just take a quick break for metal detecting that site, and there's a big quarry. We're in quarry territory around here, marble, and we just see through the trees. You probably can't see it. There's like a cliff or probably part of the quarry up there. Very impressive looking. This loops up, I think, and then we'll probably be able to look down into it, I suspect. I'd say we found it. Oh, it's full of water. I don't know why I wasn't expecting that. Check this out. You want to go for a swim?
Nope.
No. The thing that's a little bit unsettling about it is it's probably like 100 feet deep. Straight down.
Easily.
And it makes you wonder, in the 1800s, how'd they pump that water out? You know? I mean, I don't know. Maybe somebody out there knows.
Makes me wonder how they got the rocks out.
Yeah. Aliens. Same way they made the pyramids.
Right.
Look at this. They have them all stacked up, ready to go. I guess they couldn't sell those. So, I'm no marble quarrying expert, but I suspect they pushed black powder or dynamite down in, broke them off in big chunks, brought them out on horses or oxen, I guess. This is way too steep up here to have any kind of railroad tracks. Impressive. Well, this must be the barn. Look at that. That's got to stand well over 10 feet tall. And the footprint of the building is enormous. It's awesome. So, I was told this is the stables, which makes sense, you know. Got travelers coming through. You'd want to have plenty of room for their horses and probably carriages too. There's two entrances, one here and the one we just walked through. There was most likely a second level that you could exit up that hill. You can see the camp through there. It's incredible. Still standing, as tall as it is. This would have been an enormous building. I don't know, let's swing the metal detector around, see if we can find a few things here. I just found something that is a new one on me. I've never seen anything quite like this. It appears to be a tool. There was some hammering done on this side, but I've never seen something quite like that. I'm sure it has a very specific purpose. It appears to be hand forged. I don't know. They made it for something. Let me know what you think. It's interesting. Well, we got a button, and it certainly seems to be 1700s. Check that out. Isn't that pretty? There's a little starburst in the middle, some other stars surrounding it. Beautiful. Alright, hey, it's a good find. Let's see if we can find some more. Alright, well, what is that? 2 feet? Check it out. We have a matching set. Isn't that awesome? I wonder if they threw the whole coat down here. I wonder if we can find all of the buttons. That was incredible. I don't think I've ever found two matching 1700s buttons in such close proximity like this before. That's pretty cool. If we could find the whole jacket, maybe they had coins in the pockets. I don't know. We'll see. Let's keep looking. No. Andrew just came sprinting over to me. What'd you get? Nice. You found that up to the
right by the hole.
Which one? The main one?
Yeah, the main one.
Good for you. That's a general service, because there's nothing in the shield. There'd be an A for artillery, I for infantry, and the back mark will tell you exactly how old it is. You have to look it up, but
cool. Civil
War probably, if not a little bit later.
Excellent.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So that was like real close, right off the lip there?
Probably a couple of feet. Yep.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
It was a good day. It was a long day, and we found a few coins, a couple coins, maybe a few coins. I haven't decided on that big one yet. Let's take a look at everything we found. All right, we are getting eaten alive, so we're gonna make this quick. I got this huge jug handle, and just as I said that, I'm trying to put, you know what, is it? No, it's not quite the same color. I thought maybe it was the same piece of crockery that Andrew found, but probably not. We have your awesome general service button. I'm not sure what war it is. I'm gonna assume Civil War, but we'll find out. Ox shoe, horseshoe. We were just talking about what the material of the spoon probably is. It's either going to be pewter or like a tomback alloy. Actually, let me see this. You have a hallmark on here.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought there was something there.
We haven't spoken about this yet. I think it says C. Parker & Co. That's awesome. We'll be able to figure out who made that one. Good for you. That's exciting. You got a table knife. This gizmo, you can see on it where when they were forging it, this was one long piece, and then they while it was hot, red hot, they bent it over and hammered it. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm not sure what it is, but it's cool. I feel like it should be a crank, but it doesn't make sense on this end. I also got a oxen shoe, whatever this tool is, something used that they're hammering on it. Splitting wedge. These two coat buttons were actually together, and I also found this, which I was like, oh, it's a zipper, but it's not a zipper. But since it was with that, I have to assume it has something to do with clothing. I'm not sure what it is, maybe a tie clip or something, I have no idea. Baking powder tin, my spoon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 buttons, and these were all in the same hole together, and there was string through the shanks, so I'm wondering if those were just, being held together to be used for repairs down the line. I'm not sure. Shoe buckle fragment, toe tap, and then the 3 potential coins, 2 or 3 coins. We have the 2 Indian heads, and then this small little brass disc, which may or may not be a coin. There's no remnants of a shank though, so I'm gonna say it's a coin. And this thing. When I first came out, I thought it was a key, but I think that it went in a stone or it's just a hook of some kind. Good day. As the day went on, it seemed really slow, but now that we have everything out looking at it all, there's quite a bit of stuff here. So I want to say thanks again to Andrew for inviting me out. I'd shake your hand, but my right hand is holding the camera. And thanks to the landowner for allowing us to come out too. We're going to give some of this stuff to him or show him the pictures, and I'm sure that he'll be very excited about seeing it all. And then we were already talking about maybe coming out again, because there are a couple more cellars out here that we walked to and investigated and located. So maybe next time. Yeah. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll see you next Friday. Thanks.